Mass Effect 1 is one of the best introductions to a series that I have experienced, and in this video I will review this game and explain why. There will be no big spoilers, so don't worry about that. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. The story is excellent and engaging. It starts with a character creation mode that is quite important to the story as it will affect the way many NPCs will treat you. You will also have some unique missions based on the background you have chosen, which is a nice addition as well. Throughout the story, you can choose whether you want to adhere to your specific background of being ruthless or being a war hero. Your choices matter and will affect big events in this entire trilogy. I love when stories do this because it makes you think twice about your decisions as they can have future ramifications. Throughout the whole story, you will be chasing a rogue Spectre along with your squad mates while learning more about the world of Mass Effect. Shepard also has a lot of decent character growth throughout the game, which is supported by her wonderful squad mates that get decent development as well. You can also have some nice romance options that are done quite well and will enhance the overall experience of the story. I just wish there were more romance options in this game though, but luckily it's fixed in its sequels. There are two main ways that the story goes in, which is the Paragon and Renegade route, even though it still branches out a lot due to the many decisions you will make. I think the Paragon route is written a bit better, but the Renegade route is still kinda fun as well. Overall, the story was very interesting and supported by decent characters and a believable world that I'm sure many of you enjoyed as well. The world building in this game is excellent and some of the best I have ever seen in a game that is a new IP. There is a diverse array of aliens that you can learn more about by exploring various areas like the Citadel and the many planets that this game has to offer. I also love how the game has made us have a crew of diverse aliens because if you talk to them, you can learn much more of their cultures, which is so interesting. Bringing specific squad mates on specific missions will also get you some unique dialogue that reveals interesting information that you will not get with another squad mate. The Codex is also another excellent tool at helping you learn about the different aliens and the current galactic situation. It's all interesting content that makes the world feel very real and immerses you in it. Exploring the world is so rewarding as well, as you will get better gear along with more knowledge of the Mass Effect universe. I love how some planets have more life on them and some are almost devoid of life forms, which makes this feel like such a well-crafted experience. Exploring the worlds of Mass Effect is such a wonderful experience and time that I will never forget. The combat in this game is really interesting. It all depends on your character class that you choose at the start of the game. All of them are completely viable and have some interesting combos that you can come up with your squad mates. The Biotic class was definitely my favorite, as it had the most spectacle and made you feel very powerful. Just using your guns won't be enough, as you will have to use some biotic and tech powers to get the upper hand. I also love the amount of options you have in combat. You can choose whether or not you want your squad mates to be aggressive or defensive, which can be useful in many situations. I think the defensive style is the best way to play it, as you will be able to control your squad mates more, which will help you out of sticky situations. The guns in this game feel good to use and you have many options to choose from. Shotguns, rifles, pistols and sniper rifles are all viable options to use. You also have some guns that have a higher fire rate but deal less damage, and guns that have a lower fire rate but deal more damage. The enemy variety is also decent, where it has many different types of creatures, aliens and humans that you can face. There are so many ways that you can tackle this fun combat system, which is why I like it so much. The RPG mechanics of this game are quite decent and is probably the best in the Mass Effect series. There are some gear that prioritize defense from tech damage, biotic damage and gun damage. They all have their benefits, so it's best to choose gear that fits your playstyle and character class. I also love how you can manage the armors and guns of your squad mates, which is something its sequels don't have as much of. Your skill tree is also very important, as there are many abilities that will help you out in combat, exploration and conversations. You can either specialize in one or two of them, or you can be the jack of all trades kind of guy. I'm glad this RPG system has many options and it's a very engaging system. The side activities in this game are mostly great in my opinion. You have your side quests that are done well, as they really help in world building as well as building up Shepard's character. You will also have many interesting encounters which helps to make this world feel alive. They are also rewarding as you find some very powerful gear that will help you out in combat as well as earn some decent credits. My only problem with the exploration in general is that the Mako can have a bit of trouble when it's climbing hills, but at least it's much better in the Legendary Edition of this game. My favorite part of the activities is that it made you explore and learn more about the wonderful world of Mass Effect, which is what more games should strive to do. Mass Effect 1 does such a great job at introducing you to a new world. It uses its diverse worlds and unique squad mates to build a very believable world with tons of history. It is also supported by a well-told story and decent combat that will give you an unforgettable experience. So what do you guys think about Mass Effect? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments, and with that being said, this has been 2367 Ruben signing out.